What's up guys, Steve here, and I've been going back and forth debating as to whether or not I was going to upload this video to my YouTube channel, simply because my channel is about real estate investing and helping people with their financial situation. Yes, I am a believer in the Lord and His Word and Jesus Christ, and I am not ashamed of it, and I'm happy to share with anybody who's interested what it is that I believe. However, I don't ever want to push that on people. You know, I feel like I live in the United States of America, where the founding fathers created a constitution and a foundation for this country based on the Bible. And here in the United States, it's pretty hard to find somebody that hasn't heard about church or Jesus. So, you know, I just hope that my lifestyle shines through, and if people are interested, they'll ask, and I'm more than willing and happy to share. However, this has been sort of on my mind. It's almost been like a burden as to whether or not I should share these thoughts. You know what I was thinking, if it's on my mind that heavily, I should probably do it. I wanted to share with you a dream that I had a little while back, and it's like crazy. I feel like it's being fulfilled right now. It's actually happening, and I wanted to share with you guys what I saw in the dream and what I believe is happening right now. And not like I'm a prophet or anything. I'm just some guy. I love God. I believe in the Lord. But I had this dream, and it really sort of shook me when I had it. As a matter of fact, it really changed things up for me quite a bit. And the people that I've shared this with have said it's really moved them as well. So I want to put this out there. And you know, if you're not interested or you don't really like it, that's fine. Like, I totally understand. You don't have to watch this video. But my hopes is that I'm just going to put this out there, and maybe it will help somebody. And if you could do me a favor and share this and like this, and not for the purpose of getting ad revenue for the YouTube algorithm, okay? But if you could like it and share it, so that way it could reach as many people as possible. And yes, I am leaving the ad revenue on, but simply because anybody who knows the algorithm, I know that it's a rarity for YouTube to grab and really promote a video unless the ad revenue's on, unless they're making money off of it. So, but I'm not going to put any more ads in this than just beginning and end. I'm going to share with you guys this dream, and my hope is not to incite any more fear, okay? Like, there's already enough of that going around right now in the world. But the purpose of this video is just simply for me to hopefully plant a seed. Consider your relationship with the Lord, and consider seeking Him in prayer, the likes of which that you have never done before. So I'm going to jump into the dream that I had right now, and I'm going to share with you what it was that I saw. So this was a while back. So I was almost like a ghost or a spirit in the dream, and I was in my room, and I could see myself. It was like the third person. Like, I could see myself. I could see my body laying in bed, sleeping, and it was like I was a ghost floating on top of the room, looking down on myself. And I kind of descended down upon myself, and I was looking at myself, and then my body woke up. Like, I woke up, and I sat up in the bed, and me, the spirit, was looking, and we were looking right at each other, and I was about to say something to myself. And right as I was about to say something, my body, that physical person, turned to the side and started getting up out of bed and started going to start the day. And I thought, oh, that's weird. I thought I had my attention. So I followed myself to see where I was going, and then I could see myself getting up and, you know, going through my daily routine, going down and eating, getting in the car, driving to work. And I was following myself because there was a message that I needed to convey to myself. There was something that I needed to communicate to myself, and I was trying to get my attention. Like, I was a spirit, and like a ghost, and I was like waving. I was saying, hey, hello, hey. I was trying to grab myself and shake myself, but I couldn't, because I was a spirit, and I was trying desperately to get the attention of myself, and I followed myself. And after a while, it was almost like I was right in front of the physical body's face, and I could see the background changing. I could see a regular routine happening, going to bed, going to work, going to church, doing the daily routine over and over and over. And it was like time didn't exist. I don't know how to describe it, but it was like I was with myself. It just seemed like moments, but I knew that it was like months or years had passed where I was trying to get a hold of myself. It was like I was living my life like asleep, like a zombie. Like, my eyes were open, but I was just going through the same routine over and over. And this had gone on for so long that I literally gave up on myself. I said, you know what, I'm not going to be able to get a hold of Steve. He's in like a trance, like a sleep, like a zombie state. I need to go to somebody else. So I actually left myself and went to somebody else. And I went to go get a hold of this person, and I was thinking like, okay, this is going to work this time. And it was the exact same thing. And I could see this person going through the exact same thing, getting up, going to work, going to church, living their life, going in the car. And then same thing. I'm not really sure how much time progressed, but felt like moments. But I knew I had tried to wake this person up for months, if not years. And then I went to another person, and it was the same thing. And I went to another person and another person. And then it started getting faster and faster, and it started becoming more and more desperate, that there was a message that I needed to convey. There was something that I needed to share, and I just needed to find somebody that was awake, somebody that was not asleep. And I started going through these people faster and faster, and the faces were changing, and it started getting really intense and speeding up. And it was like just like flashes of people going through my vision, and it was so intense and so fast. And it was frightening how many people I was going through. Even though it was just flashes, it was like I was spending months, years with these people, and all of them were asleep. And then that was the end of the dream. And the dream was that I went through countless people all over the world, and everybody was asleep. And that was the dream that I had. When I woke up, that really had shaken me. Like, well, what am I doing with my life? Like, am I asleep? Like, what am I doing wrong? The next night, I had the exact same dream. Nothing different, like 2 nights in a row. And then that weekend, I was at church, and I was like a department head for my church. And I was sitting in there in the department head meeting, and I was awake. I didn't black out or anything, but it was like the vision came to me again a third time. And after that, I was really upset that it happened to me in church, and I just felt like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Like I'm not, there's something that is going on right now that I feel like I need to do something different. But I'm missing something. So I dropped out of department head and really just started seeking the Lord about, like, what is the purpose of my life? What is it that you want from me? Like, am I living my life asleep? Am I missing something? Now I feel like there's no better way to describe what is happening right now in the world than God has taken this time to wake us all up. I believe that we've all just been kind of living like almost in a daze, like going through our regular routines, and that's not what he wants. So why would he shake us and take us out of our regular routine unless there was something different, something that he wanted us to do differently? And I believe at this time, like I believe in the rapture, and I believe in, the second coming of Christ and all of those things taking place. And I can't tell you if that's going to happen right now. The Bible says that no man knows the day or the hour when he comes back. We don't know if it's going to happen right now in the year 2020 with all that's going on, or if this is like going to help us transition into something else, and he might come years down the road, or he might not even come in our lifetime. Nobody knows. But I can tell you this, that I believe that, everything that's happening right now with the virus is terrible. And what's happening with our economy is terrible. And I'm not taking away from that at all. But I believe that what's happening right now is much bigger than a virus. It's much bigger than politics or the economy or the stock market or any of that stuff. I believe right now at this time, God is trying to speak to us. And I believe that he has woken us. And I believe there's so many people right now that God is speaking to. He's waking us up and saying, I am God, and there's something that I need to communicate to you guys. And I believe that to the church, it's, hey, get out of your routine and share the truth about who I am with as many people as you can. To the backslider, to the people that used to go to church but you're not anymore, I believe that the word to you is that he is an incredibly loving God, and just like the prodigal son, his arms are open and he is happy to receive you, and it's not too late. He loves you on a level that you couldn't even understand. Like, he could have easily passed judgment on this earth, but instead he's chosen to wake us and say, hey, I still love you. I'm still here. To the world, to those that maybe have never even had a relationship with him, he's shaking us and saying, hey, I'm in control. I'm God. And if you're interested, I'm here and I want you. And the Bible says that it's not his will that any should perish. And like I said, my purpose of this video is not to cause any more fear. So I'm not going to get into all the stuff that the Bible says is going to come when he does pass judgment on the earth and its wickedness. But I am wanting to just plant a seed and tell you guys that I really think at this time we should really consider our prayer life, consider our relationship with the Lord. I feel like if we're all just sheltering in place and just stocking up on toilet paper and food and camping out, waiting for this whole thing to just blow over so we can go back to everything and life as it was before, just everything back to normal, that we're totally going to be missing it. So I just want to put it out there that at this time, if you want to know more about the Lord and what it is that I believe, I'm more than willing and open to share. And at this time, I just want to encourage you guys to pray and seek the Lord. And if you guys are interested in having me pray for you for anything, feel free to reach out. I'm more than willing to. And I just think that at this time, this is a time in our life where there's a lot of stuff that we can consider. Like I know a lot of people are saying, like, take time to reflect and consider, spend time with your family and things like that. And definitely do all that. But I think right now the most important thing, the number one thing, is for us to take a step back and to consider our walk with the Lord and consider our relationship with God. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share that. I hope this is a blessing to whoever hears it, and it'll really make us think and just plant a seed of prayer. All right, guys, this is Steve. I hope this is a blessing to you, and there will be more videos on real estate investing and finances on this channel. God bless.